Hi guys, this is Eve again, just giving you an update on my cancer recovery journey. On Wednesday the 20th of November, I went in to see Dr. Chris, and they had the drainage tubes removed from my sides. I had two on each side, and draining, I tell you, it's tiring to do that twice a day. So I'm glad that's over with. However, now I'm a little puffy because I have to teach my body how to drain normally. And then the other thing that they did was they deflated the expanders. They were initially filled with just a little bit of air to inflate them so as to grow the skin, and they had to deflate them. I tell you that was a very uncomfortable feeling. It wasn't painful, but it was just so weird and uncomfortable. I've never felt anything like that before. And then after the deflation of the expanders in my chest area, they had to replace the air with saline. So they had to inject saline, and they had to inject a little bit more than the air because what they're trying to accomplish is to grow the skin so that eventually they can complete the reconstruction. And the saline is a little bit heavier than the air, so I can feel it, and it's quite painful for the skin to stretch, but I guess it's growing pains. In order for me to fully recover and reconstruct, I have to go through all these processes. So, you know, regardless of the pain, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to God that I am alive, and I'm grateful that I am receiving good treatment. So next week I was supposed to go back in to inject more saline. However, because it's going to be the weekend of Thanksgiving, I won't be able to do that. People usually take off here in America, and we're going to have to do that in 2 weeks. That should give me a break to at least get used to the pain, and maybe the pain is going to the pain is going to go down a little bit more, and then I'll be ready for the next section of injecting saline solution in order to expand my skin. And it's just taking it one day at a time. I am trying to take a walk in the park. We're getting ready for winter. It's almost winter, and the leaves have fallen. The grass is getting dry. However, I have to squeeze in a walk, even though I'm very exhausted, I'm tired, just to avoid blood clotting, to get the blood flow moving, and to also exercise my body so that I'm not exhausted all the time, so that when I get back to life I can at least be able to function normally. Because since the surgery, the operation, I've been used to just staying on my bed, doing everything from my bed, other than going to the kitchen or just, a few things here and there. I'm just on my bed. So I am trying to walk, which my doctor encourages me to just walk safely to avoid blood clotting. And also this week I am now allowed to drive my car slowly and safely. I do have a padding that goes over my seat belt, just so that if there's an abrupt stop, I'm not crushing my chest area and causing injury to that area. I only drive when it's necessary. I'm also taking medications that impair your driving for pain and for muscle spasms. So if I know that I have to drive on that day, then I'm not taking the medication. When I do drive though, it can be quite painful because when you hit a bump, then you can just feel it in your body on the chest area where the surgery was. It's painful. It's getting better, but thank you for walking this journey with me and for your support, and I hope that I'm helping someone who has never gone through this or has a family member that's going through a cancer treatment, a breast cancer treatment. That way you can learn how to help them, what suggestions you can make. Most of all, if they need you, just listen to what they have to say and listen to how they want you to help them instead of your method of helping them. That's the other thing that this cancer journey has taught me. It's taught me how to respond to the needs of others who are in need. Sometimes we do or suggest things that may not be right for them. They may not be comfortable for what we want to do for them. So, it's just best to ask, to be specific, like, what can I do for you? Is this helpful? Am I doing this the right way? For instance, if you have to bathe someone, and they're like, oh, you didn't touch this area. Don't think that they're being ungrateful. That's just what they need at that moment, and they can't do that for themselves. So you just have to help them. Or, for example, again, I wasn't able to scratch my back because I wasn't able to stretch my arms beyond a certain point. And I asked someone to help me scratch my back, and they did it really quickly, and then they're like, okay, are you good now? I'm like, no, I'm not good. It's actually not there. It's over here. Move here a little bit. Eventually, they did follow direction and did what I asked them to do. But in my heart, I just kept feeling like they didn't want to do that. I was bothering them. So, I just started finding alternative ways of scratching my back, like maybe going against a wall and just having my back and just using my legs to go up and down to kind of scratch the area. So that's it, guys. I'm not cooking for Thanksgiving, obviously. I don't have the strength. Maybe next year, God willing. But I have been invited by my family members to go and have Thanksgiving. So that's going to be a nice place to just sit down and just be comforted with food and conversation and just the spirit of being together. So once again, if you have any questions, please ask me, and I'll do my best to answer those questions for you as best as I can. And I also do have a page, a GoFundMe page. That's how I'm sustaining myself, and I do post it in the link below. So if you can help, I'd really appreciate it. If not, that's okay. You have a happy Thanksgiving, and thank you so much for your company, and we will beat this thing together. Bye-bye.